world. I am so excited. So if you haven't met me yet, my name is Shannon Martell. Let's see, having trouble connecting. Okay, I'll just close that one down. I think it's working okay, hopefully. Okay, I'm also streaming live on Facebook, so that was a message I got from Facebook. But I'm streaming live on Facebook and streaming live in YouTube, as well as in our new community members. I want to welcome all of the new community members that have joined us over on Skool, which we opened up last week. I'm so excited that you're here. We've had, I think, about 22 members that have joined us in this new community. I originally created it as a pop-up group for ongoing support for my workshop, the 1 hour to course clarity workshop that we hosted last Thursday, which has been a phenomenal success so far. And I'm really loving seeing all of the action that all of the students have been taking and some really great conversations that are happening inside the community here around online course creation, as well as like all of the decisions that go into creating a phenomenal product. So we've been talking about everything from ideal client and really getting clear on who it is that you're creating an offer for, to pricing, to messaging, to creating that offer itself, and whether to include risk reversals in there. So we've had some good dialogue going on so far. It's a new community. It's just getting off the ground. So it's a little quiet, per se, from that perspective, if you were to like compare it to maybe some of the other like long-term communities on Skool or Facebook, but that's all right. We all start somewhere, right? And I'm really super honored and excited to have all of the members that have jumped in and are doing the work to build legendary online courses and coaching programs. I think I started to introduce myself, but then I got distracted from the message that popped up here on the live stream. My name is Shannon Martell. I am the host of the Ultimate Course Creators Hub, is the new name. We're rebranding that. And as we're going through the Q&As today, we'll kind of talk about the long-term vision as I see it right now for the community on Skool, as far as what we're building and growing there, and then what we're going to be including in the community and so forth. So lots to come on this Q&A. Also, if you are joining from the workshop, and if you have any questions specific to the workshop that we hosted last week, feel free to bring those questions here. This is your time. This is what I'm here for, to be able to support you and helping you get that vision out of your head and turn it into an irresistible online course that sells. So hopefully, you are here and you have a passion, right? You have a passion that is something that you really, really enjoy doing, and it helps others and can really help others to have an incredible transformation in their life, whether it's anything from gardening to nutrition to, helping people, become the best version of themselves through like maybe yoga practices or something like that. Like whatever your vision is, whatever your passion is, there's incredible. And it's really exciting to see, even as you're looking through. If you haven't been on the Skool platform, I will drop an affiliate link in the description below if you want to check it out and consider it for creating a community yourself. It is by far the easiest platform I've ever worked with, and I've been in business in the online space since 2019, and it is by far the easiest platform that I've ever used to be able to build out an online course and build community around that course all in one. So when you're looking through the discovery page on Skool, it's incredible to see all of the various communities, thousands and thousands of communities that are built on the Skool platform, and every kind of niche that you can imagine. So it looks like I lost my camera. Let me try to get that back on. The weather, again, is wonky today, so I apologize for any disturbances in the electronics. Things you can't control, but at least I noticed it, right? Okay, so a little bit more just kind of about my background. I come from the corporate background. I've been in corporate since 1995. And I worked my way up through corporate and in various roles and wore various hats. But the majority of my career was spent in management and leadership. And I was a regional support manager responsible for the west coast of Florida. And that varied from, it could be anywhere from 4 to 5 branches all the way up to 100 branches, depending on where the bank structure was at the particular time. But I was overall responsible for marketing, sales, training and development of our team, scheduling, operations, audit, security, pretty much everything that you can be responsible for when you're running retail centers in a banking institution throughout Florida. And there are certain parts of my career I really, really loved and excelled in. And one of those key things was really in helping people to step into their gifts and in their zone of genius, and really helping them to build out in the banking world, help them to build out learning and development plans to help them excel in their career and really step into their gifts and their zone of genius and the things that they were excited about. And I always knew that I wanted to take that, to another level and be able to help people around the world to be able to do that. So long story short, I ended up suffering some very chronic health issues. In 2017, 2018, I was hospitalized for 11 days with severe migraines and actually, some unfavorable diagnoses that thankfully I have, really recovered from and in the best health I've been in a long time. But it was through that journey and through that burnout that I really got clear about what I wanted to do with the next chapter of my life. And it was an opportunity. I had started really doing some research as I was going through my healing journey on, how I could pivot into actually creating a business where I had that work from home lifestyle, that laptop lifestyle, right? So I could be more present with my daughter. She homeschools, so be home with her, and also create a business monetizing my passions and being, able to help people and get paid generously for that. So that's what I started helping other people do in the online space. In the beginning, I worked with students one-on-one, and then I moved to group coaching programs, and then eventually to online courses and membership programs. So that's what my specialties are, and really helping people to be able to do that. I've worked with numerous students over the years to help them monetize their passions, and going anywhere from earning side money to part-time income to eventually the goal of being able to generate a full-time income by monetizing your passions. That is the ultimate goal, right? So that is a little bit about me and my background. And I'd love to know, if you're just tuning in here live, tell me about your background. I would love to know, again, where you're from, what your course idea is. If you have a course idea, or maybe have multiple course ideas, that's okay too. We are creatives, and we're multi-passionate. We usually do have more than one idea, and that's a beautiful thing. So I can help you really get clear on picking one profitable course topic that we can go through validation processes to make sure it has interest from the market as well, to be able to have it turn into something that is monetizable and that you can really build a product around and a brand around, essentially. So if you have that, let me know. Also, drop that down in the chat. Also, if you are on socials and you would like to follow us, I'd like to invite you to drop your social media links in the chat here. So after this live stream, I can give you a follow as well and learn more about you and your business and how I can help you to get in front of more people and to monetize your passion. So some key takeaways, just kind of from diving in from the 1 hour to course clarity workshop that we did last week. This was the workshop that we did here, where we really helped you to get clear about picking your profitable course idea. So this is where it all starts, is really understanding, picking a topic, right? So we dove really deep in how to pick a profitable course idea topic, how to really get clear on what one is how to validate that particular topic and how to determine whether there's market demand for that topic, looking at what your competitors are doing in the marketplace. That is also incredible ways to be able to validate that, to see if there are others in your industry that are offering and selling like services and products that are similar to the idea that you have. That's a great way to be able to validate that there is need for it and that it is something that is somebody's already investing money into it. That means that there's a problem that they've been able to identify and have found clients that are willing to vote with their dollars by investing in these online courses and coaching programs. So that is a great way to validate that your offer is a profitable course topic idea. And then so we went through that. And then we also dove deep into, in the section 2 of this, once we selected the course idea, then we got clear about how to, let's see if I can find the slide on that, then how to start building out. This is where we're talking about your course idea and the sweet spot itself of understanding what your experience and your background is, your knowledge, your expertise, and then understanding what the market demand is for this particular product and service. And we went in deep with helping you to also not only see what your competitors are doing, but ways to be able to get in front of your ideal client and be able to validate this particular idea with them through having conversations, through doing polls, through sending out emails, things like that. We dove into that. And if any of this you want to really dive in deeper for yourself, if you haven't watched the workshop yet, you can join my community over on Skool, the Ultimate Course Creators Hub, and that's where this course is living. So what I did is I launched it live on YouTube, and it was available for 48 hours on YouTube for the replay, as well as if you were on my email list or in my communities, and you got free access to that. And then that comes down and it turns into a paid product and goes inside the membership portal over on Skool. So that will be available for purchase if that is something you're interested in. And then we dove deep into looking at the transformation that you're offering and really how to not only have the topic, but how to come up with the transformation that is monetizable. It's something that has a high enough demand. It's a burning pain point enough that people are willing to invest money in it to be able to solve it. So we talked a lot about that because it needs to have a clear end result, and then that result needs to be something that people are interested in actually getting and willing to invest money into it. So to be able to solve that, to make it a quantifiable result, right? So we talked about how to go about understanding what that is. And then we ended the workshop with then being able to learn how to, we use AI, definitely AI is our friend, and it helps you to be able to work quicker and smarter and faster and does a lot of the research and heavy lifting for you. So we talked about how to use some prompts to be able to plug into your favorite AI tool, whether it's ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude AI. Let me know if you use any AI tools. Here, let me grab some water. So let me know if you use any AI tools in your business. This is something inside the Academy too. And my signature program is Course Creators Academy. And inside the Academy, I give you lots of different prompts to be able to help you from everything from ideation all the way to delivery and being able to create, launch, and scale an online course or a coaching program. So this will really help you using some of these prompts to be able to help you to leverage AI for your course ideas. So we went through all of this. So we won't spend too much time on the particular workshop details. If you want to dive into that, we also go ahead and check that out on Skool. We also dove into see how to pre-sell it. So we went through ways, and I also give you some, we talked about why it works, and I also give you some tools and templates to be able to implement all of this. So I give you the exact emails. Let me see if I can pull this up here for you. I give you in the gift vault that comes with this, I give you cheat sheet or checklist that helps you to validate your course idea. And then I give you a course topic guide that goes through various different course topics to help you really brainstorm and help you narrow down, like brainstorm ideas, and then how to narrow down on those ideas and pick out a course topic that you're going to start with, because you only need one irresistible course topic to start with, and then you can, build out your product suite to be able to offer multiple online courses and coaching programs over time. Then I also give you my ultimate course creation planner. And in the planner, I walk you step by step through, why do you want to create an online course to begin with, what to include in an online course, like really how to get clear on what your expertise is. And let me just show you. And then how to be able to rank your experience and helping you to determine what the best topic is to pick. So this comes as well with the course. So here is really understanding, what your reasoning behind wanting to create an online course is, helps you to understand what you need to learn, what you need to buy, the things and skills that you need to figure out and understand to be able to build an online course. And then here's where I was talking about, you do the skill brain dump. So in the 1 hour to course clarity workshop, we go through all of this, and I give you this workbook that guides you through every single step of everything that we're teaching inside of the course. This helps you to score all of the different skills and experiences and expertise that you have, so you can really get a rank on, where something is a really like 10 out of 10. This is your strength. This is where you could maybe like give a last minute workshop without any preparation and be able to just kind of talk ad lib about the particular topic, because it's like second nature to you. It's like driving, maybe, depending on how long you've been driving, or, something that you are, somewhat experienced in to a little bit of experience in. So that's going to also help you kind of pick your highest category and where you scored the highest, and then walks you through then the validation pieces. So again, if you're interested in that, go ahead and come over to the Skool Community, the Ultimate Course Creators Hub, and you'll be able to snag that course for yourself. So any questions you have on that at all, feel free to drop them here on the live stream or bring them into the community. I'd love to be able to, not only myself, but the members inside the community, to be able to give you some incredible feedback. And we've seen that from our members so far, where, whether or not you have expertise in that particular area, it's always great to be able to get feedback from other people to see, what their thoughts are, what their takeaway is from what they're seeing on your offer. Is it clear to them? Which is really important, because that's what I call kind of like cold audiences, not necessarily being your niche, but a lot of times, depending on how you're doing your marketing, kind of my marketing like plan on how I do that and how I market my business and how I generate traffic to my offers is that I use Facebook ads or Meta ads. So that's how I generate traffic, leads, and sales on demand, on autopilot, right? 24/7. You can set up lead generations ads and sales campaigns to be able to get your offer in front of targeted traffic, through using Meta and the Advantage Plus campaigns to be able to really get clear on that, who your offer is for, and get it in front of the right people. And then I use email marketing as well. So once somebody comes into my world, and maybe this is you, once you come into my world, maybe you saw an ad on Facebook or you saw an ad on Instagram, and you opted in to be able to get the access to the workshop or one of my other free tools or resources that I provide, then you came in and you were then put into my email list, and where I could deliver the tangible deliverable that I offered. So whether it was access to a workshop or it was a freebie like the course creation planner or other freebies that I have given, you then get delivered that. And then it gives me an opportunity to further nurture you through email campaigns and automation. So this is where you then build your nurture sequences and your sales sequences to be able to nurture, to convert your ideal clients as they come in through your funnels. I also use YouTube marketing. So this is something I'm really just starting to like build out. Primarily, I've used it to serve as more of the middle of funnel content to where people that are coming through me, because on the back end of my ads on the thank you page, I have an invitation for my members to be able, or my leads to be able to follow me, either, depending on the ad, it's either an invitation to come to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel and then be able to dive into more content on YouTube, or it's an opportunity to follow me over on Instagram. So that ad, then not only is it getting the lead and onto my email list, it's also simultaneously helping to build up those channels. And then I can bring in what we call middle of funnel content to be able to further nurture the leads through that particular type of content that helps to continue to build trust and get to know me and get to know more about the work that I do and understanding whether this is something that they're interested in for them. And then I also use the Instagram. So those are kind of the things now. And as I now have the Skool Community, for years, I had communities over on Facebook. And as we all know, the algorithm has just changed so much on Facebook, and, less and less engagement, people not seeing, all of the work that you're putting into all of your posts and the various content that you're creating over there, just not getting seen, not getting the engagement. And I really like the Skool model. I'm a student in many of my coaches' programs over on Skool. So that's how I kind of became familiar with Skool itself and the ease of the platform. But also that Skool, I've been watching a lot of videos from the developers of Skool with Sam Owens, and their vision for that is it's all in one platform. And that also that, eventually you won't necessarily need to be able to have traffic or visibility strategies in place through like meta ads and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, because they have so many creators and students who are seeking online courses and coaching programs on their platform, that in their algorithms push your online memberships up into the search. So when their user is on the platform and looking for a particular community, based on how they are categorized in the algorithm, they can send you members and clients. So how cool is that? So that's where the idea, from the way I understand it, that's where the vision is going from that perspective with the Skool Community. So tell me, what are your visibility strategies? Are you brand new to online course creation? Have you developed any marketing strategies or visibility strategies as far as where you're going to generate traffic from? Is this something you would like to learn more about? I would love to know that too. All right. So far we've talked about the workshop, and this is where inside the classroom and the Ultimate Course Creators Hub, this is where you will find the workshop. And right now the workshop is all like in one live replay here in the full workshop replay. So here's where you can be able to access the secret link that is on YouTube to be able to watch the full replay. But eventually, here shortly, I will break it up into the 3 modules, into the mini lessons per module, so you can go through it in bite-sized chunks. And then you also have all of your workshop slides. So the slides that I was showing you a minute ago over in the Canva app, you will be able to then download those slides as well. So you have all of the slides to be able to work through. And then you have your workshop resources here. So you can go ahead and grab those and start working through those. So that is here. Also in the community, kind of what I am building here, and I was working on this a bit yesterday, is my vision, and Skool is really working to get here very soon, but it's coming in the rollout, as they're talking about the releases they're going to be doing, is being able to, right now you can have a free or a paid membership on Skool, and then you can also have courses that you can purchase. So you can do like inside here, you can do like a one-time payment for a course. So like I have some different products down here, like a roadmap session. I have a 30-day course clarity support package, 7-day WhatsApp, also Course Creators Academy. But Course Creators Academy actually has 3 different payment options. And the way Skool is designed right now, you can do like I think it's a pay in full. Let me see. You can do open, to where it's open for all members inside the community. So if you have a free community, obviously, and it's open, all members can access anything that's inside there, or you can have level unlock. So Skool is kind of like gamified, which means it encourages interaction and engagement. And based on the performance of your engagement, you unlock different levels as you move through a membership program. So the owner of that membership program could then have different bonuses that unlock, different courses that unlock. Maybe it's one-on-one packages or strategy calls that unlock for you, or tangible deliverables as you continue to rank in Skool inside that membership. So that's really cool to be able to really encourage action takers, right? Action takers get results. So that helps you to be able to do that. Or you can have a buy now. So members have a one-time price to be able to unlock a particular course. So this is great for, like, for instance, my WhatsApp support community, my personalized roadmaps strategy session, and my 30-day support package all have a one-time buy now payment option. So you can purchase that and it immediately unlocks that particular program or service. Or time unlock. So based on how long members have been in the community, after they've been there for a certain period of time, more things open and you get to, create all of this in here. Or private. So if there are particular members you want to give private access to online courses or coaching programs that are in here, or memberships, you can do that as well. What I understand is coming is another membership option in here. So kind of a membership in a membership. So say you have a free or paid membership in the main group, then they can also unlock here and have payment plans basically for the membership. So that is exciting that is coming as well. Because right now, like Course Creators Academy on my sales page, the way I built it here is that you can basically click here and it's going to take you over to be able to opt into the sales page. And then through the sales page, you have various payment options or investment options to be able to pay for the course. And that's what isn't here with, the way I understand it anyway, isn't here with Skool yet, is to be able to have these different opportunities to be able to, and either obviously pay in full is there, but you don't have the opportunity to do the 3 payments or the 12 payments, which when they open the other membership model inside that, you'll have that. So that'll also keep you from having the need to create multiple memberships on Skool. So I hope all of that makes sense. So lots of flexibility in the platform, really, really loving that, as well as being this one-stop hub for my clients. And the way I see things, thank you so much. The way I see this vision for the hub is for course creators and coaches, service providers to be able to come here. And as a library of content grows that I have, then you'll be able to access what you need based on where you are in your online course creation and coaching business journey. So here I started working on this and basically kind of identifying what my pillars are. And I teach this to my students in Course Creators Academy, how you do this. But essentially, you're going to have pillars that you're going to be teaching or are teaching your students through the roadmap that transformational roadmap that you take them through. So what I'm doing here for you, if you're inside my membership, is creating basically a roadmap of different trainings that you can tap into at any given time, that I'm also using as middle of funnel content on my YouTube channel. So back up, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. So there are, if you look again here, as you're growing up in the world of online course creation and coaching businesses, there's certain things that you're going to need to understand and skills that you're going to need to develop as you're moving through your journey. So you definitely need the foundations and the mindset. You always need mindset around business. It's probably the biggest transformational growth experience I've ever been through. So we talk a lot about getting the foundations right in your business. This is everything from ideal client to understanding what your offer is, to developing that framework for your signature system and so forth. And then building and creating. So this is where we're taking and bringing that vision that you had and turning it into a tangible product. So we talk all about creating your curriculums and your learning outcomes and all the things that go in with developing a really good online course and coaching program, how to price it, all of those things that go into that. And then, what to include in it, from the lessons, the different various formats of training and development, whether your students, you're going to provide audio, visual, written, transcripts, things like that, all of the different learning formats that you can put into it, as well as the tangible resources. So what workbooks, templates, cheat sheets, those types of things are you going to be able to give your students to be able to help them implement what you're teaching them to help them get the result. And then after that, you move through really how to get visible, right? How to start growing an audience of ideal clients or dream clients that are interested in the work that you do and the transformation that you offer. So how do you turn these raving fans into paying students? So this is what we're going to be talking about in growing and building. And then selling and launch strategy. So this is where you're going to master the art of being able to sell your online course and coaching program. So you're going to learn how to create all of the content that goes around it and various different effective marketing strategies to be able to sell. So whether you're selling through sales calls or you're selling through direct messaging or you're, selling through your emails or your social media content, we're going to be talking about that in that particular category. And then also not only the launch itself, but then how do you debrief the launch, and then how do you optimize the launch so you have a rinse and repeat system that you continue to optimize over time, improve over time, and so forth, the assets in your business. And then we're going to be talking about evergreen and scaling. So this is where you're unlocking these consistent, scalable sales and proven systems and having things on evergreen. So this is, again, where you can create these funnels that, for instance, if you are on my website, on my website, Visionary Edge, you can basically go to the products and services section and then, click on a particular product to learn more. So if you were to click on the particular product, you are going to then be taken to the sales page where you can then have a checkout experience. And when you run traffic to these particular sales pages, then you have this incredible evergreen scalable selling system that is working for you on autopilot 24/7, generating leads, generating sales on demand. We also teach various techniques to how to include upsells and order bumps and one-time offers to be able to increase your average order values in your business for all of your clients. So we teach you how to do all of that as well. And then again, metrics and optimization. That is definitely something, learning how to be able to take the data and extract the data from everything that you're working on in your business and how to continue to optimize it and refine your success over time. So we have a module here for that as well. So this is where we're building out. These are my content pillars for you as an online course creator, online coach, online service provider that wants to basically monetize your expertise and build scalable and sustainable online course and coaching businesses, membership businesses as well. So here, this is what I have in the community. It's also will be mirroring, if you look on the YouTube channel, this will mirror all of the categories that I have on the YouTube channel as well. If I can get over there. I didn't mean to go all the way out. To mirror all of the categories on the YouTube channel as well. So this becomes, again, where you are creating basically this ecosystem for you on how to then leverage this content for like middle of funnel content and driving people back to your membership over on Skool or wherever you decide to build it out on. For instance, Course Creators Academy is on MemberPress. So right now, everything in my business up until the new Skool Community has been built on a WordPress membership site and we host the online courses through a MemberPress plugin. So all of my courses and programs are here. So essentially, creating the system then allows your students to be able to discover you through your visibility strategies. Again, whether you're using paid marketing or organic marketing, maybe you're using Facebook or Instagram, email marketing, a combination of all, some are, you only really need really one good visibility system to really start generating leads and making sales in your business. So, not one way is the right way for everybody, and so it's really about building an aligned business that works for you and that you really enjoy to be able to do. So this is what we are creating here in the community, the Ultimate Course Creators Hub. Right now, it is a free community, and my vision for the community is that once I'm going to start running ads directly to the community itself to generate more leads and get more people into the community that are interested in this particular work. But once we get, a certain amount of people that are in here and the group is really self-sustaining and lots of engagement and members helping members in the community, which is a really beautiful thing. And then I'm here, I'm your guide, but I'm also right here beside you. I'm building this right alongside of you. I may be, a few steps or a lot of steps or no steps ahead of you. We're all on different parts of the journey, but I'm here just to kind of share with you what I'm working on, how it's affecting me, like how I'm thinking about it, anything that, I always say it's like looking at what's working, what's not working, and what we can continue to improve on. It says it's always a revolving door, right? Things are always moving. So that's kind of what's next. We also have the calendar here. So you can check out the calendar. I did work on that yesterday and scheduled in some calls for June. So you can see all of the live Q&A calls for the community over on YouTube, where you can access the link here in the Skool Community, or if you are in Course Creators Academy, then you have the Zoom mentoring with me. Those calls are every Thursday at 3, and the live Q&A calls for the free membership are every Wednesday at 3 as of right now. Also, it's pretty cool to see the map on how we're growing and just kind of seeing where people are located all around the world. So it's pretty cool to see where everybody is and filling this up and really meeting some incredible people with incredible missions in the world to really make a difference and make an impact. So that is pretty neat. I'm excited about that. All right, what else do we have? As well as not only the trainings, but lots of tools, templates, resources will be coming your way in this community. Once it is built up, I started to say this, but once it is built up and it's kind of self-sustaining with members and engagement, then we will be turning this community to a paid community. So that is like the longer term vision for the Ultimate Course Creators Hub, is to be this one-stop shop for you for all of your online course and coaching business needs. So we talked about the live Q&As. Also, I can envision bringing co-working sessions. So this would be, let me know if this is something you're interested in, or anything as we're going through this and we're building this out together that you're interested in, or that you would like to see or me consider to add to the list of things to create for you. Let me know. I'd love to co-create this with you and just really help this be the community, that you turn to every day to be able to support you in your business. So my big vision for you is really to build a sustainable and scalable online course and coaching business. Essentially your legacy, and being able to me, there's nothing better in the world than to be able to have a passion, something that you're really incredibly excited about, and then how to be able to help people through that passion, that you've gathered this community, that you've met your people, your group of people who are also interested in the same passion as you, at least, not all of the same passions, but at least this one particular thing, and that you can start generating income and being monetized for this passion. Like, again, whether it doesn't matter where, you're making your first dollar online, or you're, making your first $100 online, if you can make $100, you can make $1,000, you can make $1,000, you can make $10,000, and so forth and so forth. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to move through this journey together, right? This evolution of you and this evolution of your business, of, again, like first having this idea, first having this dream to be able to get paid for doing something that you really love, get paid for being you. It's a beautiful journey, and I'm excited that, you know, I get the opportunity to be on it, and I'm excited that, you know, I've been given this dream and this vision to build this with you, alongside of you. And so, yeah, I just hope that you can see this as a supportive place where we can really all grow together. So that is kind of like my overview for today of the community. Again, we have the community. If you haven't already said hello in the community, go ahead, let us know more about you, introduce yourself. We've already had a few people that broke the ice and did it before you. So feel free, spotlight some members here to be able to go through and say hello. Let us know what you're working on. Visit the classrooms, and you can start really getting engaged. You can start in the Start Here module. It's going to be walking you through. There's some steps here that I'm still building out this week that I started working on yesterday. So more to come on that. But you can start and just kind of watch the Start Here video and then start diving into all of the lessons here, as well as in the workshop itself, that will really help to jumpstart your online course creation there, and also help you to be able to pre-sell your offer, because that's the ultimate, right? Is to be able to pre-sell your offer, and before you've even created a single module or a single lesson, just, you know, based on once you get this for, you know, developed course structure, get really clear on your A to B journey, you know, where your students are before working with you, where they are after working with you, and what are the steps in between that bridge that gap. So what's that transformational journey look like? That's what this workshop is going to really help you get clear on, so you can build out your online course curriculum and then understand what's going to be in it, really have a solid, irresistible offer that you can then pre-sell. And then once you've pre-sold that offer, then you get paid to create, right? So it's a beautiful, beautiful journey to be able to go through. So bring your questions. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to connect with you. Bring your questions to the community. Bring anything, you know, you're working on, any updates, what you're stuck on, let us know. We would love to be able to see more of you in the community, how we can support you. If there's anybody else that you know that could benefit from the work that we're doing. Lost the camera. Oh, really lost the camera. Hold on. Just turn it off. Sorry about that, you guys. So if there is anybody else that you know could benefit from the work that we do inside the community, feel free to invite them over here. We would love to. I hope you can hear me. Okay, let me see if you can still hear me. I think so. So I apologize for the tech today. Again, I know the weather isn't the best, but anyway, we still made it work. So bring your questions. Let us know what you're working on, where you're feeling stuck. Let us know what you would love to see more of in the community. This is your space too, and I'm here to really help you to be able to turn your vision into real aligned offers that make an impact and help you to be able to create an income from, again, making your first dollars online to part-time, to the evolution of being able to make a full-time income about, you know, doing the work that you're really passionate about, or the hobby that you're passionate about. You don't even have to call it work. So until next time, we will see you soon. And again, if you know anybody that could benefit from this, I will drop the links in the description below for you to be able to invite people to join you on this journey together. And we look forward to seeing you all soon over in the 1 hour to course, or 1 hour. That was a workshop. See you soon over in the Ultimate Course Creators Hub. Bye for now.